Okay, so today's note is 11.1 notes, solving two-step equation. So the first step is use the inverse operation. Remember, inverse means the opposite operation to get rid of the number that is on the same side as the equal sign as the variable, but not attached to it. So here's your example. 2x minus 5 is equal to 11. Remember, we change your subtraction sign to addition and make this positive 5 and negative 5. And when we said do the inverse operation to get rid of the number that is on the same side as the same side as the variable, but not attached to the variable. So the 2 is attached to the variable, but negative 5 is not. So you want to get rid of the negative 5 first. So the inverse of negative 5 would be positive sides. You're going to add 5 on both sides first. Then use the inverse operation to get rid of the number that is attached to the variable. So once you have done this step, you get 2x is equal to 16. Well, you should know now the inverse of multiplication is division, so you're going to divide by 2 on both sides, and x is equal to 8. So let's look at our example. So here we make a line. What number is on the same side as the variable but not attached to the variable? Well, hopefully you had said that it's negative 1. So negative 1 is on the same side as the variable, but it's not attached to the variable. So here the inverse of positive 1 would be negative 1. So you're going to subtract 1 on both sides. This cancels out. You're left with 3x is equal to 9. Now the inverse of multiplication is division, so you're going to divide by 3 on both sides, and x is equal to 3. Now to do your check, because of course we always have to do our check, you rewrite the original problem. 3x plus 1 is equal to 10. Replace your 3 with x, because that's what we had said for the answer. So 3 times 3 plus 1 is equal to 10. Well, order of operation tells us 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is equal to 10, and 10 is equal to 10, and that checks out. Okay, let's try number 2. Number 2 is written opposite, so you could write negative 2m minus 8 is equal to 6 if this way confuses you. Remember, we do not ever subtract in algebra, so you change your subtraction to addition and make this positive 8 and negative 8 as soon as you change that to an addition sign. Make your line. Okay, find a number that is on the same side as the variable, so m is your variable, but not attached to the variable, which would be negative 8. So the inverse of negative 8 would be positive 8. So you're going to add 8 on both sides, and you're left with negative 2m. Okay, the inverse of multiplication is division, so you're going to divide. You're going to divide by negative 2, not just by 2. So divide by negative 2 on both sides, and m is equal to negative 7, because you have to ask yourself, do you win or lose? Well, you lose, so that makes it a negative, and 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, and your check, you're going to write the original problem, negative 2m plus negative 8 is equal to 6. Replace your m with negative 7, so negative 2 times negative 7 plus negative 8 is equal to 6. Oops. Okay, when you have two positive, you win, so this would be 14 plus negative 8 is equal to 6. And 6 is equal to 6, and that checks out. All right, try number 3 on your own. When you're ready, go ahead and push play. Now, some of you guys might have switched it around, where you had negative 5c minus 20 is equal to negative 5. Okay, change your subtraction sign to addition, make the 20 a negative 20. Make my line here. The number that is that's on the same side as the variable but not next to the variable would be negative 20. So the inverse of negative 20 is positive 20. So I'm going to add 20 on both sides. So I'm left with negative 5c is equal to, okay, remember if you have a positive and negative number, you're going to subtract. So it'd be 20 minus 5 would be 15. And 15 is positive because 20 is positive. You're going to divide by negative 5 on both sides. And you're left with c is equal to, well, ask yourself, do you win or lose? Well, you lose because they're both not negative or positive. So it's negative, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So c is equal to negative 3. All right, on your check, you can write negative 5c plus negative 20 is equal to negative 5. Replace your c with negative 3, so negative 5 times negative 3 plus negative 20 is equal to negative 5. Well, ask yourself, do you win or lose? You win, so this is positive. 15 plus negative 20 is equal to negative 5. Because they're both not the same sign, you're going to subtract, so 20 minus 5 is 5. And you take the sign of the bigger numbers, which is negative 20, is equal to negative 5. So negative 5 is equal to negative 5, and that checks out.